everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So guys, I would like to take this moment to thank you all for your support. Thank you for liking, thank you for sharing, and thank you for those that have subscribed to my channels and they are supporting me. Today I'm going to tell you about something very special, and that is based on my tradition. You can already tell my tradition. I'm a bamboo, and in our traditions we have a lot of procedures, we have a lot of things that we do. We do a lot, but today I chose to tell you on how Ovawambo men used to propose ladies. Okay, back in the days. So proposing is not a new thing. Proposing a lady have been in existence ever since our forefathers, and before everything. So men used to propose to ladies. But now today, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to tell you exactly how Ovawambo men used to propose ladies. All right, let's get to this. Okay, when a man is proposing a lady, we all know that they have to look at some things. They look at some qualities in that lady. So now Ovawambo men, they also used to look at some things that qualifies a lady, or that enables the men to actually fall in love with the lady, or actually wanting the lady to be their wives. Okay, so before that, we're going to look at the things that they used to look at. They used to look at the worth, like the family worth or the family value. They look at that, what the family has. Well, in terms of cattle, the field, like the size of the field, they used to look at that. If the family has a lot of cattle, that is a valued family, then like it's very strong and it's powerful, like they are rich. Those people, they are rich, they have a lot of cattle. So men, they look at that the lady is from a wealth family, like a wealthy family with a lot of cattle and with a lot of properties in terms of the field, in terms of the land, talking about how to, like, all that. Goats, sheep, donkeys, they all look at those things. Okay, so number two, they look at the behavior of the lady. Okay, there's just a house that is associated with good behaviors. They like the parents that raise their kids with good behaviors, the parents that are good at raising up their kids. So the men back in the days, they look at like how well does that lady behave. The behaviors, the way that the lady was brought up by the parents. So they also look at that. Number three, they also used to look at the working habits. When a person was considered to be hardworking, they look at how trained is a lady in terms of the responsibility of responsibilities of a wife, or let me say of a lady in the house. So ladies were trained to be able to take care of the families. They were trained to be able to cultivate, to cook, to pound mahangu. They used to go and fetch water with those big buckets on their, just imagine, man, like carrying those clay pots of water. Like they look at all that, how hardworking is a lady. So they all look at that. They cannot just come like, okay, lazy people, what. No, men used to like hardworking ladies that know how to take care of the house, ladies that know how to cook, ladies that know how to pound mahangu, ladies that they know how to cultivate, they work in the field and all that. That's what they used to look at. Okay, another thing that the men used to look at when proposing a lady, they look at the body formation or the shape of the body. Then they'll be like looking at the ladies as they are walking, like with the body, and you see that body must be in a good shape, not thin, not thick, I wish I can just tell you like how, like, a body, man, like we're talking about a beautiful body. They look at that, how the formation, like when a girl is turning around, they look at that and say, yeah, my goodness, that's a lady. Okay, another thing they used to look at is the walking steps, how the lady is walking. So there are steps that not really recommended as wife materials. When a person is walking, the way the person is walking says a lot about the people. In our culture, we believe that a lady must walk in a way that, there are ways that we feel like they are not a walking step, man. I don't know how to make you understand this, but by just walking, in my culture, we can already tell what type of a person are you, or what or they can already differentiate that what type of a family are you from. They say that if you are walking, let us assume that these are your feet, and then when you are walking, it's like you are leaving a mark of scent, like you are walking like this and the scents are going separate ways. So they believe that if a lady walks like that, is not a good lady to marry, because when you are doing like that, it's like you are pushing away the, you know, the wealth of the family. Like we are walking like this. They prefer a woman that walks like this. You know, these are your feet. You must walk like this, like this, like this, like this, like that. Apparently, you are gathering, you know, the resources, the wealth of the family. You know, but if you walk like this, you're walking like this, like this. No, they don't prefer somebody that walks like that, because you are like throwing away the wealth of the family. That's what the things that they used to look at. Number one, they look at the wealth of the family in terms of cattle, goats, sheep, donkey, and the land and all that. How do you cultivate mahangu? And they look at all that. And then another thing, they look at behavior. So the lady must be that, you know, that respectful woman, that child in the house that respect parents, respect others, regardless of their, you know, their status and all that. They also look at the working habits. The lady must be brought up in a house that works, a house that works, that can plough mahangu, that can, you know, with a big field, you know, that can cultivate. And they also look at the body formation, you know, not thick, not thin, you know, beautiful body. And they also the way the lady walks. So don't forget one thing here, they don't look at the beauty. So I don't know where we got that now, but you know, time is changing. But back in the days, people don't care about the beauty, facial beauty, and these laying things. No, they used to look at quality, those quality characteristics in a woman. So facial beauty was not an option. Like it was not really something like big to them. So as long as you can work, you are well behaved, you are from a good family that is not associated with witchcraft and all that, then you are good to go. All right, you're done with the things that they used to look at. Let's look at the process. Okay, now when a man wants to propose a lady, there were two things that apparently used to be done. Okay, either a man to identify a lady himself, or parents identifying a lady for their son. Okay, there's a point where the parents are in the house and they in their bedroom, mother and father, they're like, oh, our Petrus is now big. Our Petrus need a helper. Our Petrus must get married. Well, where can we find a suitable wife for our Petrus? Okay, that is just an example. Okay, so the parents discuss and then they look around in all their friends, perhaps the neighbors, the neighboring villages, you know, the people that they know, and they look into those families and to say, but what if we take Monica from, okay, Monica is just an example, like there's a lady Monica, then they'll be like, what if we just take Monica from the other village, from this house? She seems to be a good girl, and you know that family is very well, and what. And if they don't know much about the family, they can at least investigate and then just find out more about the family. So what I'm saying here is that when a man is proposing a lady, is either the parents finds the lady for their son, or when the son comes to the parents and say, Mom or Dad, I feel like I'm a grown-up and I want a helper, or I want to get married. There were two things involved. So when the parents are finding they're finding a lady for their son, they actually don't tell the son, but they just go find out more about the lady, and then they'll come back and say, my son or our son, this is what my son, this is what we did. So we think that you are a grown-up now, a grown-up man, you need someone into your life. So we have identified this lady from this family, depending on the characteristic that I explained in the beginning. Okay, so now this is the woman we found for you, and we would love you to check her out, right? So after that, the men, or they arrange some meeting points, and the guy go and meet the lady. If the guy is, you know, content with the lady, then everything happens like that. So the guy decides, oh no, I'll marry her, she's fine. Okay, so there's confirmation that the man goes and see a woman. He goes there and see the lady, and then decide whether he's content with the lady or not. And also now the family of the lady also are like, you know, prepare the lady for a marriage. They also inform the lady that there were people from this family, they want to marry you, and all that. They do all the necessary arrangements, and then the lady comes, or let me say the lady and both the lady and the guy meet, see, you know, what's happening. They talk and identifies their dislike, their likes, and all that. They are given a moment to meet. It's not an arrange something that by force you just have to go. It's all from the man and the lady. So if they agree like that, what the parents have organized, if they like them, they like each other, then they give a green light, like to say, okay, this is a green light, I'm taking her, and all that, things like that. And then the parents arrange everything, then they get married. It's just like that. So it's just there to say, the parents go find a woman. Then once they find the woman for their son, they inform the son, and then the son go and meet with the lady. And if the son is like content or happy with the lady, then they go. If they both like each other, so if the girl doesn't like, then they can reject. Or if the parents don't accept the request from the other family, then is the end of the story. Okay, that is the part of the parents. Another thing that a man can do, if the man realize that, oh no, the man is like, okay, I'm at this point, I need somebody to help me. So in the man inform the parents who say, mom, I think that I'm grown up and I have identified a girl from where, and these are the parents and this what that. Then the parents will be like, okay, do you know her very well? Do you want her? And you see, just like that. Sometimes a man can also identify, no, I'm interested in Angola. We grew up together. I know her very well. She seems to be a good girl. She's from a hardworking family. She's from a family with a good reputation and all that. So the parents give a green light if they also content with what the guy is bringing on the table. But if they are against it, they will be like, no, based on other things, other factors that they have, okay, or maybe investigated and all that, to say, no, you can't get married to that family because of this A, B, and C, and D. You know, that is how men used to propose ladies. So it's not like nowadays when you just go to the gym, you meet somebody and then you put your number in the phone, and from there, hey, hello, baby, how are you? Or like that. The process back in the days was very different. And I think it was very, very tough to get a lady. So, sure, nowadays we are doing it in a different way. It's because of technology and all that. So, but things were very, very different back in the days. Nowadays, it's very simple for a guy to propose. Sometimes you find people engaging or getting married, and the parents didn't even have met those people. Just like, mommy, I have a boyfriend, and I think my boyfriend wants to marry me, so he's coming over next week. You see, nowadays people are doing that. But back in the days, things were not like that. For a man to propose a lady, you have to go through channels, and you don't propose a lady just like that. You have to inform your parents, and you get your parents involved, and they are the one to do all this and that. They have to pave a way for you. They send someone to the family of the lady and inform the family of the lady that our son is very interested in your lady. So guys, do you believe that they can come together and all that? Okay. After a guy have identified a lady, then there's a process where they take Robola. So stay tuned. Next time in our video, I'm going to inform you how do they used to arrange Robola, how is the Robola ceremony being done in Ovawambo culture or Ovawambo tradition or among the Ovawambo people. How do they used to pay Robola? So guys, if you like my video, please leave a comment down in the comment section, and please don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification button so you'll be receiving notification after every video that I upload on my YouTube channel. So if there's anything that you want me to change, please don't forget to involve it in the comment section, and please share my videos, and I love you all. See you next time in my video, and please don't go away because it's coming very, very soon. I thank you. Yeah!